What is going on, everybody? I am Connor Burns, and welcome to this week's edition of Between the Lines. If this is your first time tuning in, this is Mybookie's College Football Saturday and NFL Sunday sports betting show. We have a full slate of games to talk about on Saturday, and we have a lot of NFL action on Sunday. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into these games. But right before we do that, a little disclaimer before we get into it. When I am recording this right now on Thursday night, some of these lines might move. And if I change my picks, if something crazy happens, then I will post it on the other MyBookie social medias, on our Instagram, on our TikTok, on our X, which you can find all below this video. But now let's get over to college football, where our record for the year is sitting at 36-31. I am very happy with that personally. We had a great week last week as well, and we're starting to stack up these W's. We're starting to see the field, which is a beautiful thing. We were sitting around even for a long time this season, and what better way to start off talking some college ball than making our way over to big noon kickoff, Penn State going into the shoe to number one ranked Ohio State. Ohio State, they're minus 20.5 in this game, and the over-under is sitting at 43.5. I'm going to keep it simple on this one. Penn State is absolutely dead in the water. I thought for a second, you know what? This might be their last life game where they go out there and they have some life. They show some stride against the Buckeyes. No, I don't think so. Give me the Buckeyes minus 20.5 to go in there and do their job and make it simple. At home, this is an easy one. Then next up, we go to probably the best game of the 11 a.m. slate with number 9 Vanderbilt. The Vanderbilt train is absolutely rolling right now, going in to 20th ranked Texas Longhorns. This is going to be a fun one. The Longhorns are minus 2.5. The over-under is sitting at 45.5. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I said it during the preview of this game. The Vanderbilt train is absolutely rolling. And the only question that everybody has right now, when are the wheels going to fall off? At the end of the day, I mean, come on now. It's Vanderbilt. When are they going to lose? When is it going to end? I don't think it ends this Saturday. Give me Vandy minus 2.5 to go into Texas, get the job done, and they get themselves a W. This would be crazy if they win this game. If this pick is correct and they win this game, oh my God, the college football world, it's already turned on their heads by Vandy, but this would really turn them on their heads. Then we make our way over to the 2:30 slate where we have the number 5 ranked Georgia Bulldogs going into the Swamp in Gainesville against the Florida Gators, who have been a very disappointing ball club this year. Very, very bad football out of the Gators. The Gators are plus 7.5. The over-under is sitting at 50.5. If this game was in Athens, this spread, I think that Georgia would be maybe minus 13.5, minus 14.5 even. But it's just that home field advantage at the Swamp. That's on my bucket list 100% to go to a ball game there just because of how crazy the atmosphere seems. But looking at this game right here, I have to pick the Bulldogs minus 7.5. I mean, they're absolutely rolling right now. I just don't see the Bulldogs stopping here, and I don't see them dropping one or keeping it a close game in Florida against the Gators. I feel like this is going to be really shitty football out of the Gators, and Georgia just steamrolls them right from the beginning. Then I have a bit of an interesting pick on here. Going back to the Big Ten, we have Michigan State going into Minnesota against the Golden Gophers. One of my favorite mascots in all of sports, I can't lie. The Golden Gophers. It is such a good ring to it. The Gophers, they're minus 3. The over-under is sitting at 44.5. But the thing is, even though I just glazed Minnesota, I think that their football program is not good. They got absolutely steamrolled by the Iowa Hawkeyes, which still blows my mind that Iowa team is not ranked right now. They are playing incredible football. But give me Sparty plus 3 on the road to go in there, and I wouldn't mind buying this up to plus 3.5 because I think at worst case they keep it a field goal game. Sparty's going to go in there, do their job. Bang. Then we make our way over to the night slate already, where we have a couple night games because there's almost all the really good college football games besides Vandy, Texas. They're all at night, which is honestly how it should be. We have South Carolina going into number 7 ranked Ole Miss. The Rebels, Lane Kiffin's Rebels, they're rolling right now after a big win at Oklahoma. They're minus 12.5 in this game, and the over-under is sitting at 54.5. And the other team in this game, they almost got themselves a big win last week at home against Alabama. They were up in the fourth quarter. The students even went down. They were ready to storm the field, but the Tide came rolling, and they went in there and they escaped South Carolina. And here, honestly, I think that was South Carolina's last life right there. I think that it was their last breath. Give me the Ole Miss Rebels minus 12.5. They are going to have some fun in this game. A night game, tailgating in the Grove, going to a night game at Ole Miss. My God, they might win this game by 25 plus. And now, honestly, in my opinion, one of the best games of the day, we have the 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners at good old Rocky Top, the 14th ranked Volunteers. The Vols are minus 3. The over-under is sitting at 56.5. One pick that isn't my pick for this game, but I would not mind touching it whatsoever, is the over at 56.5 points. That is a lot of points, but these two teams, they love to score the football. But I think one of them just does it a little bit better than the other, and they have the best quarterback in the SEC on their team. Yes, it sounds crazy to say that with the way Diego's playing at Vandy. The Tennessee Volunteers and Joey Aguilar are going to go in there. It's spooky Rocky Top. I think it's a blackout. I'm pretty sure for this game. Give me the Vols minus 3. I can't not love a pick more. I love it so much. And now for another game, which, my God, the only thing that I dislike about this one is the start time, 9:15 at night, but it does make sense. It's a night game at Utah. We have the 17th ranked Cincinnati Bearcats, who have been absolutely rolling lately, going into the 24th ranked Utah Utes. Utah, they're minus 10 points in this game, which obviously a tip from my sports betting guy here at Mybookie. The number in front of the team does not matter whatsoever when it comes to betting, and he couldn't be more right to say that. But I am kind of fading him saying that in this game because, as I said, Cincinnati has been on an absolute tear lately, and I am rolling with the Bearcats plus 10. I'm going to probably take them plus 7.5. I'm going to probably take them plus 3.5, and I am going to take them money line as well. They are going to go in there and I think win this game outright as 10-point dogs. And then for our last game, because I kind of realized to myself, we haven't touched a Hawaii game all year. At least I don't think we have. Hawaii going into San Jose State. San Jose State, they're minus 2.5. The over-under is sitting at 57.5. But come on now, we're going for vibes here. A 9:30 kickoff. Give me Hawaii plus 2.5. And also, if you know about the Hawaii overs, you bet the over on this game as well. That is just maybe my favorite pick of the day. I'm excited for this one. But that is going to do it for my college football picks this week. We have Ohio State minus 20.5. We have Vandy minus 2.5. We have Georgia minus 7.5. We got Michigan State plus 3. We have Ole Miss minus 12.5. We got Tennessee minus 3. We have the Cincinnati Bearcats plus 10, and also sprinkle that money line as well. And we have Hawaii plus 2.5. Those are the college football bets. I am so excited to watch this slate of games. It's going to be awesome. But now we got to move over to Sunday, where we have yet another fantastic NFL slate with a game that we have been waiting for all season long. But let's start with our record, where we broke even last week. We're 27-26 on the season so far, which, you know, being positive is always a good thing around here. That is always great. Even if it's one game, I will take it. But what better way to start off than going to a very, very interesting matchup? The Carolina Panthers going into Green Bay against the Packers. Now, let me tell you this. Whenever, I've said it on the show before as well, whenever I see a team in the NFL that is favored by more than 10 points, I have one philosophy, and it is to bet the under. The reason for that is because, let's think about this real quick. Let's say Green Bay blows the doors off of them and they win this game 30-10. That's going under. Let's say Carolina puts up a fight, or honestly, any underdog puts up a fight when they're going against a more than 10-point favorite. How are they going to find a way to win that game? Almost 90% of the time, it's going to be because it's shitty gritty defensive football. And it's going to be a low-scoring game, and somehow they pull it off. Give me the under at 44.5. And also, I wouldn't mind touching Carolina plus 13.5. They are a very scrappy team this year. Then next up, we go over to a team who has been absolutely balling lately and a team who needs a win. The Colts, who have been absolutely balling, making their way into Pittsburgh against the Steelers. The Steelers are +3 in this game. The over-under is sitting at 50.5. And look, I'm going to be honest here. This is my last straw in this game. If I would tell you on this show today, if there's any pick from this show that you don't take because you just don't feel it, it's this one 100%. Because I have a future on one of these teams here. And if they win this game, I'm not losing hope. If they lose this game, it's over. Give me the Steelers +3. I have them at over 8.5 wins. Tomlin, you're stressing me out. Usually this is a no sweat. Usually you always find a way to have a winning season. Steelers +3. Then next up, we have a great NFC North matchup here as the Minnesota Vikings are making their way into Detroit against the Lions. This Lions team, even though I hate it personally as a Bears fan, they are so fun to watch, man. They're -8.5 in this game. The over-under is sitting at 48.5. And I was really thinking to myself here, it's a divisional matchup. Division games is really when the term any given Sunday comes into use because you never know what happens in a ball game like this. But I can't fade the Detroit Lions. I just can't bring myself to do that. They just look too good out there, and I think they're going to steamroll this Vikings team, who also at the same time is kind of begging for a win. But I don't even know who's starting for them on Sunday at quarterback. Carson Wentz just went down. JJ's still banged up. Give me the Lions -8.5 to get the job done. Now for another nooner right here, we have the San Francisco 49ers going into the New York Giants. The Giants are +2.5. And yes, this is a somber voice because we lost a man in the NFL, Mr. Cam Scadaboo, and it sucks, man. It really does suck. I absolutely loved watching him play, and I think that every single NFL fan out there liked watching him play. When he was getting carted off the field in Philly, one of the notorious worst crowds in the NFL, like most hostile crowds. They are a very live environment there. One of the most hostile crowds in the NFL. They gave one of their rival players a standing ovation. The NFL absolutely loves Cam Scadaboo, and I'm praying that he comes back. The over-under is also sitting at 48.5 points in this game, but I am sadly fading the New York Giants here, and I am taking the San Francisco 49ers -2.5. I think that this Giants team is kind of lifeless at this point, man. They're scrappy. They're fun. They'll keep it a bit of a close game, but it sucks. It sucks that he got hurt. Give me the Niners -2.5. Then we go over to the 3:00 slate where we have the Jacksonville Jaguars going into Vegas against the Raiders. The over-under sitting at 48.5 in this game, and the Raiders are +3. This stadium is going to look very interesting during this game. Ever since the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, a lot of NFL fan bases take over the stadium because, everybody sees, oh my God, we're playing in Vegas. Let's go to Vegas for a weekend, go and see our team play, and also, just have a good time. It's a vacation destination in America. But do the Jaguars have that many fans to take over the stadium? No offense if you're a Jags fan out there. No offense. I actually somehow met one in Illinois, which was really interesting. But here I am rolling with the Jacksonville Jaguars -3. I just think that they need this win. They look terrible in their last game. They need a bounce back so bad. Liam Cohen, I love him as a head coach. At first, I was very much out on him after the whole Duval thing. When he said that, it was kind of weird. But no, he's got the head coaching gene. Give me the Jags -3. And now we go over to the game of the day. Maybe one of the best current rivalries, if not the best current rivalry in the NFL, and they're not even in the same division. The Kansas City Chiefs going into Buffalo against the Bills. The Bills are +2.5 at home. The over-under is sitting at 52.5. Look, let me talk about that Kansas City team. They look red hot. They look red hot, man. They found their stride. They got healthy. They got Rashid Rice back. They just look good. They feel good. But Buffalo at the same time, man, they absolutely demolished that Carolina Panthers team. And Josh Allen, he was fine, but he didn't even do that much. They ran the damn ball. Cook had himself probably the best football game that he's ever played in his life. Give me the Buffalo Bills plus 2.5 and Bills money line. Also, just Buffalo in general is going to be absolutely rocking simple. And then for our last pick of the day, we have Sunday Night Football, where we have the Seattle Seahawks going into Washington against the Commanders, who were just on primetime literally this past week on Monday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're so banged up. They just feel gross right now. I just don't like this game in general. So my pick on this one, I'm kind of sprinkling a little bit. That's a lie. I probably will bet a full unit on this game just because, it's Sunday Night Football. Come on. The over-under sitting at 47.5 as well. But I like the Seattle Seahawks to go in there, handle business, get the job done. And -3, I feel like they should have been maybe 5 or 6 point favorites in this game. I feel like that would have been a better line, but grab this while you can. Maybe it moves. Grab this while you can. Seattle -3. I love it. But that is going to do it for my NFL picks. We have the Carolina Panthers and Green Bay Packers under 44.5. We have the Steelers +3. We have the Lions -8.5. I'm stumbling over here. We have the 49ers -2.5. We have the Jags -3. We have the Buffalo Bills +2.5. And we have the Seattle Seahawks to take us to bed -3 on Sunday Night Football. Love the NFL picks. Let's go and get some winners on Sunday. But that right there is going to do it for Between the Lines this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment on the video. I absolutely love the love that I am seeing. And thank you guys so much for 500 subs on the Mybookie YouTube channel. It is a small step to a building block. We are building this channel up, and I absolutely love to see it. Thank you all so much. I truly do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next Friday for Between the Lines. Actually, another YouTube video will be out Tuesday night. But I'll see you then for Between the Lines. Let's ride.